Ladies and gentlemen, dead from his living room. Live from his living room. Please welcome Kieran Jordan. Thank you. It's good to be here. Even if it wasn't, I'd still be here because, lockdown, quarantine. So, I live in a bad area, or a rough area, and it's for financial reasons. I'm not a gangster, I'm not tough, I'm pretty weak. I hate to break this fantasy for you. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a lover either. I just exist. And but I'm pretty much a soft cock in this area. If I was to go to a more fancy area, a more rich area, I would be the badass. I'd be the person people fear. People quickly get into their BMWs when they see me coming and driving away. I was talking to my friend the other day, and she went to a private school, like a real expensive one. Well, a semi-expensive one, where they had to wear a tie and stuff. And she was talking to me the other day, and she goes, "Kieran, were you bullied at school?" Which I think was her way of saying, "I find you unattractive and you're in friend zone," which I don't mind. I'd be like, "Yeah, I was. Were you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I was bullied pretty badly." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What did they used to do to you?" And she's like, "Oh, when I used to hang out with my friends, they used to come up to me and be like, 'Oh, are you with your girlfriend? Do you love her?' And they were pointing to my friend Rebecca, who I used to hang out with a lot. They'd be like, 'Oh, are you in love with Rebecca? Are you going to get married to Rebecca? Are you going to get married in the school and invite all the teachers and principal and you're going to kiss in front of everyone?' And I'm like, I was waiting for the bad bit to come, like getting her head pushed in the mud or something, but no, that was it. And I'm like, oh, crap. And I was thinking, if I went to this school, I would have been the fucking tough guy. I would have been like the king bully, That's how calling someone in love with a friend, that's how we talk to friends at my school, That's just like banter, not bullying. But, I was bullied. Sometimes I think back on the bullies, I wasn't bullied as much as you think, I don't know what you're thinking, but like, oh, this guy got bullied a lot. But, no, a lot of people got bullied more than me. But, I had some good bullies. By good, I mean, like, they made me upset and really got under my skin. But they're not the bullies I think about. The bullies I think about are the really crap ones who try to bully you, but are so crap at it, you end up bullying them. And, just how much that would suck. Like, from going from the alpha predator to the prey in a matter of seconds. It's like, oh, you're an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, so are you, and your parents are. And you're like, oh, which is a pretty lame comeback, but, the crap bullies, they got nothing. And when you run into bullies years up to high school, the real bad ones, the ones that really affect you, are kind of nice when they see you. And there's two reasons for this. One is like they grew up and they're okay people, or number two is their lives completely suck and they're alone and they're just happy to see someone they know, to have attention and for someone to talk to and a chance to relive their glory days. Be like, hey, remember me? I went to the same school as you. I was cool. I used to bully you. And I went, yeah, that was a long time ago. And he's like, yeah, it really was. But when you see your crap bullies, like the real crap bullies, now they're still pretty angry. They're pretty antisocial. They've all got jobs with using computers, like working in an office, IT or something, and they're always probably the ones who write like mean internet comments on YouTube channels and stuff. People say like school was the best time of your life. I'm pretty happy with my life now. But I must say, things are a lot easier when you're in primary school. Nothing really scared you apart from kids with ADHD. Remember those kids? The hypertension disorder or whatever? It was like ADHD's crazy cousin. You know, you see these kids and they're on the roof throwing bins or swearing. First kid I ever heard swear was a kid with ADHD. He was like, "Fake this fucking shit." And when I was in like year 1 or something, I'm like, crap, whoa, that kid's badass. But you know, have you noticed never like run into any adults with ADHD? You know, well, I got nothing to. Yeah, you never run into any kids with ADHD, you know. And the only thing I'm scared now of is ice addicts. And I'm thinking, ice addicts are the ADHD kids are the ice addicts of primary school. You know, like say you're walking down the street now and you see a guy and he's like swearing like fucking shit, and he picks up a bin and throws it. You know, he's like, ice addict. But if you were in primary school and you saw someone do that, ADHD. Yeah, maybe like there was no such thing as ADHD. There were just like these kids were just like real young ice addicts. Yeah, thanks. So I've been drinking a fair bit in my time off because, you know, I don't have to drive, but there's nowhere to drive. This is Diet Coke and vodka, you know. Apparently Taylor Swift drank it, and I heard her say it in an interview, and I thought, that's a weird mix. I'm gonna drink it. Just kind of tastes like Diet Coke. But I've been drinking, but I don't get drunk. I haven't been drunk because, you know, getting drunk by yourself is kind of sad. Yeah, but I used to get drunk a lot when I was in my early 20s or late teens. And, you know, it's hard to work out when you're drunk and when you had enough. You know, no one ever... You get those idiots who have like one drink and you're like, "Oh man, I'm trash." And they're losers, and I try not to hang out with those people. But I don't know, I guess there are other people like me. I can't really tell when I'm drunk by the way I talk or hearing me slow my voice, because I don't actually hear me do it. And I don't have a mirror or anything, so I don't know if my eyes are bloodshot. The way I can tell if I'm drunk is by when I'm at the urinals, how far down my pants are to pee. Like, my pants are just down and like a couple centimeters, I'm okay. If they're down past my groin, I'm a bit drunk and should stop. If my pants are down around my ankles while I'm peeing, I'll be like, you're drunk and you're gonna have a hangover tomorrow and it's not gonna be fun. Yeah, I don't know if that one works. But anyway. So, I don't have much money. I have more money than a poor person, but I have less money than other people. And I was at the supermarket the other day and I did my weekly shopping. And I went to a register with a person because I like to use them instead of the self-checkout because I don't like robots taking our jobs. I know I sound like a crazy person, but it's true. So, and while she was like scanning my items and putting them in the bag, I kind of zoned out. I was looking around. I guess it's kind of rude, but those people who have like full conversations with the checkout girls, I find them kind of creepy or desperate, you know. And I'm pretty certain the checkout girls rather than me just stand there in silence than me talk to them like, geez, it's busy today. You must be tired. Standing up for 7 hours. How's your knees? And I'm like, yeah. See, it's crap. You don't want to have that type of conversation. So I zoomed out. I'm gonna go home. I was unpacking. I was shopping. And there was a packet of condoms in the shopping, and I didn't buy them. Like, I don't know how they got in there. Maybe someone put it in there as a joke, or it just fell in there. I don't know. But and condoms are kind of expensive, you know. Like, I couldn't really afford it at the time. You know, I needed that money for other stuff. So I went back to the shops with my receipt, and I went to the counter where you can return stuff. And I'm like, but it was really annoying because the girl at the counter was really attractive. And I wouldn't have normally done this, but I kind of needed the money, and I'd be like, hey, I got these condoms and I like to return them. here's the receipt, they're unopened. And she's like, yeah, alright. And as I handed her the box, I noticed they were extra small condoms. And now she's gonna think that I have a small penis. I bought condoms for a date, and it turns out the date went badly. Now I'm trying to return it. And I got really paranoid, and I went, oh yeah, I'm returning them because they don't fit, they're too small. And she kind of looked at me like, oh yeah, like she didn't believe me. And then gave me my money. And I'm like all paranoid, like, oh geez, this attractive girl thinks I have a small dick. This attractive girl thinks I have a small dick. So what I did was, I went to that supermarket every day, in the morning before work, and in the afternoon after work, to see if when she's in the aisles stacking the shelves. And I waited until she was in the couple of months went past, and finally she was in the health, like the hygiene section. So I went in there, I picked up extra large condoms, and I went and I saw her, and I'd be like, oh hey, you're the girl who gave me a refund from condoms a couple months ago. I don't think she remembered me, but maybe she did. And I'm like, I'm just buying condoms now, the right size. And I held up the box of extra large condoms really close in the face. She's like, oh yeah, walked away. And I still got like this vibe that she didn't believe me. I think she knew what I was doing. And I was really paranoid, like, oh geez, this attractive girl thinks I have a small dick. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So what I thought was, the only way to prove I don't have a small dick is if she sees it in person. So what I did was, I took a photo of my penis next to a ruler so you can see how big it is. Then I sent it to her. Didn't go too well. She wasn't too happy with it. She's now got an ABO against me. I can't go near her or make contact with her. The whole situation ended badly. Yeah, thanks. That's my new stuff. Thanks. Hopefully it's good. Thanks for listening or watching or whatever. Kieran Doughton, out.